Hi, everyone. Luke Hatmaker here, the host of the Daily Grind with your post-game bounce. All right, so the Memphis Grizzlies lost tonight, 133-124 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, let me tell you, if you ever wanted to know what let's say like a deadly, well-oiled machine, if you ever wanted to know what that looked like, I don't know, like Megatron the Transformer, for example, if you ever wanted to know what that looked like, it looks like what the Cavs look like, y'all. Like, the Cavs just look absolutely unstoppable. And it looks like that on TV. I reached out to some people in the network that were in the building for this game, and this team just looks like it's firing on all cylinders. Everybody on the Cavs it's everybody's working. Even without Donovan Mitchell, they're still really, 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 really good. And guess what? That's no surprise to anybody. They have 56 wins now, but this is not a Cleveland Cavaliers post-game bounce. This is a Memphis Grizzlies post-game bounce. So let's get to the good things. Even though they lost, it was still a 9-point loss. Moral victories are tough to hang your hat on, but this Grizzlies team didn't come out flat. Did they still succumb to some of the woes that have been troubling them? Not to get all wax poetic, but yeah, the second quarter still absolutely didn't go our way. And I don't know how much of that was the Grizzlies per se and how much was just Cleveland is just that good. But one moment. Yeah. Oh, I just wanted you guys to know you can still call 12 because even though we lost, it wasn't because of Morant. Ja went for 44. That was his season high. 44 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. That was almost a 44-point triple-double, y'all. He was 17 of 22 from the field, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 9 of 10 from the stripe. Just the best game he's had all season. And we go as far as our two players will take us. And if Ja continues like this, and if Jaren gets back to how he was before his injury, which Jaren Jackson Jr. returned from his injury tonight, which is another good thing that happened in this game, in this loss. Could have been out a lot longer, but he's already back. And for his first game back, 28 minutes, 13 points, 3 rebounds. He was 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep, made both of his free throws, but he also had 2 blocks and 4 steals. He did have 5 fouls. He was fouled, but it was his first game back. As for a first game back, I was pretty pleased with what I saw. Wasn't that pleased with some other things. Desmond Bane and Luke Kennard both really cooled off, to say the least, especially from 3. Desmond Bane was only 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. And Luke Kennard, after coming off a 30-point game, which was the best point output from a Grizzlies player off the bench this season, he, put up a literal dud, 0 points. He was 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from the arc. That's that kind of shooting inconsistency. Inconsistency is what makes it so hard to back Luke Kennard fully. We're getting more consistent efforts from guys like Ja, guys like Jaren. It looks like the 2 guys that it matters most are getting more consistent, but the bench is just. And this wasn't a typical bench performance from our guys. Our guys are, we got one of the best. I think we might have the best scoring bench in the league. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but our bench is definitely a top 5 unit, not just pulling that number out of my ass. And normally it's different guys. And tonight it was no different. Luke Kennard's inconsistency did give way to Scottie Pippen Jr. and Brandon Clark both being good. They were good minutes. Scottie Pippen played 22 minutes. He had 8 points, 3 boards, 6 assists, and 3 steals and a block. I like to call him on the daily grind an irritant. He is an irritant. He is everywhere out there. And this was a game like that too. And Brandon Clark continues just to make winning plays. This wasn't our best shooting night, to say the least, like I mentioned earlier. And I hate to throw Luke Kennard under the bus and Dez too, but they were, between the 2 of them, they were 2 for 13 between the 2 of them. That's our 2 best 3-point shooters, I would argue, on the team. And when they're going 2 of 13, it's going to be tough to win, especially against a team like Cleveland, who has some shooters on their team. Cleveland shot 37% from the 3-point line, whereas the Grizzlies shot 31%. And we didn't lose this game because of one single thing, but all things considered, we're pretty evenly matched otherwise. 50% field goal percentage for the Cavs, 49% for the Grizz, 37% from three for the Cavs, and 31% from the Grizz, and 79% from the stripe for the Cavs, 81% from the stripe for the Grizz. They were pretty evenly matched other than that 3-point shooting percentage. And if Luke and Des make a couple more shots, maybe this game swings another way. Who knows? I will say, I love the fight that the end of bench guys showed in this game. That might be a silly thing to single out, but this game was double digit. The Grizzlies were down by double digits with like 3 minutes left in the game, and we had Cam Spencer out there. We had Gigi Jackson. We had John Conchar. We had our third stringers, so to speak, and Marvin Bagley was out there getting some run, and they closed the gap to 9. And against the best team in the Eastern Conference, I would argue the best team in the league. Our third string guys went out there and showed some fight. And that's what I like to see. I like to see that. It's so easy to get deflated. Basketball's a long season. It's easy to get deflated in these games, especially when you're trying your ass off and playing your ass off like they were tonight. It's easy to get deflated. And when you're the end of bench guys, you don't see that much playing time. None of these guys came in and they kicked ass. I don't know. We lost, but I found things I liked. I'm not going to beat the guys up over this game. I'm not. Would I beat them up over tomorrow's game? Maybe. Tomorrow night they play the Miami Heat, and it's Tony Allen's jersey retirement ceremony. That game matters a lot. I'm excited for that game. Hopefully it's another good one. This game was good. Despite the loss, it was still good. I didn't finish this game wanting to bash my head against the wall, and sometimes that's how it goes in these losses. Again, the Grizzlies play tomorrow night against the Miami Heat. Make sure you watch it, guys. Go support Tony Allen, support the team. Yeah. Everyone have a good night. Y'all stay safe. If you're out in Memphis, to both be bad weather. So take care of yourself. See y'all next time.